Okay. Hello, my name is Sabrina. This is day 18 of my 30 days, 30 tips to English fluency. I want to, I'm going to turn on captions. I want to talk to you today about what you can do if you're finding that all of your efforts don't seem to be making a difference to your English level. Maybe you've made a great plan and you're trying to do things in English every day. You're trying to do some listenings, read in English. You've changed your settings. You're attending classes, and you don't feel like you're improving. So some things that you could check could be to check that your plan is realistic, that it's something that you're able to do. Maybe you've said that you're going to listen 1 hour every day and it's just not working, or you're not able to concentrate at all. Which brings me to my next tip, is to check that you have some active learning activities in your plan of improving your English. We spoke before about the difference between active and passive activities. The passive activities would be the ones that you're doing while you're doing something else. You're not giving your full concentration. Maybe you're listening to a podcast when you're cycling or something. The more active the activity, the more quickly you will absorb the information and remember it. Both of them are very useful because you can do passive learning while you're doing something else, but the more active you can make it, the better, the more that you can concentrate on what you're learning. So maybe try to improve that area. Another thing to check is that if the activities that you are doing are improving more than one area at a time. So, for example, if you're practicing your listening, but you're also practicing your work vocabulary at the same time, you're doing two things at one time. So try to combine exercises to make it more useful for you. And we spoke about that another day too. Another thing is your goal realistic? Is your objective realistic? Maybe you wanted to move from one complete level to another level, from A to B or B to C in 3 months, and maybe it's not realistic. Maybe you're not able to dedicate that time. So maybe try to make your expectations more realistic. My tip yesterday, actually, tip 17, talked about some expressions that you could use to fake it till you make it, to ways to ask people to repeat, and if you're not understanding things. So try to use some strategies while you're improving your level. Check that you're not expecting too much from yourself, that you're not demanding too much. Maybe you think that you need to have like a C1 or C2 level for your objective, for example, to work in English. I work with a lot of people who work in English with a B1, B2 level, because they're learning the specific vocabulary that they need, and they're practicing the specific situations like meetings and presentations, and they can do that really well. Maybe if they're in a real life situation, having a conversation or something, maybe they can't do that so well because they haven't practiced it so well. So make sure that you're practicing your efforts on the English that you need. If it's for work, the vocabulary that you need and the situations that you're going to be in. There isn't much point practicing the vocabulary of food if the English that you need is medical English, for example. So just be sure that what you're learning is specific to what you need. Okay. Just make sure that you're reviewing your schedule regularly to check that you're trying to include the things that are useful for you. If you feel that your speaking isn't improving a lot, maybe you need to try to find more speaking time. I know it's difficult, by increasing your classes, or by finding someone to do language exchanges with, or even by reading aloud, which is very good for your own pronunciation, your confidence, and your speaking, because you're practicing. If you find that you're not understanding people, that's your problem. You have to try to find time to listen more. That's the only way that you're going to improve your understanding. So just try to tweak, to change what you're doing to suit the areas that you need to improve on. Okay, so give that a go. This is from our course, three steps to English fluency. This is after we make the plan and just to check that the plan is working, you know. And don't expect too much from yourself. Don't expect a level that's too high than what is realistic. So be realistic. Try not to be embarrassed or shy, because it will stop you from reaching your goal. You need to just be brave and do it, and just speak and practice, and it doesn't matter if you make mistakes, okay? It's not easy, it's a process, it takes a long time. I'm sure you are improving, but it's very difficult to see progress, especially if your level is quite high. If your level is a beginner, you see progress quite quickly. But when you reach that intermediate level, like you reach a plateau and you don't see progress like very visibly, so it's quite frustrating. But you're getting there. You are improving. Every little thing that you can do in English is another thing that you can do. So you should be proud of that. So keep trying. Don't give up. Just keep changing little things that are working. And in the end, you will be able to do it.